Welcome to the home of WWE news, rumors, and gossip in real time. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications today. Don't forget to become a channel member and send a super thanks donation below. And now, your host. He is the most consistent and dedicated in YouTube history, Seanzviewent.
Following the shocking return of AJ Lee to WWE SmackDown after over a decade, after over 10 years away, listen to this one, viewers. A former WWE star, another diva, another woman, another girl, another female has teased her return to in-ring action. But will it be for the WWE? And do you want to see this return happen? We have a lot to get to. We have a lot of headlines. We have a lot of blockbusters. I promised you another video, and that is exactly what we're going to bring to you. Former WWE star Summer Rae has been away from the company for 8 years. It's been that long already? She last wrestled at... Wow, 8 years. She last wrestled for the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble, where she was a one-off return. She took to X to tweet the following: "Think it's time to come home." This tweet has sparked speculation among fans about her potential return to WWE. Triple H has brought back a lot of names since taking over as charge as the chief content officer of the company. He already secured the returns of AJ Lee and Nikki Bella, two popular names from the Divas era, so Summer Rae could be next. Summer Rae was with the WWE for 6 years. She arrived on the main roster in 2013 as Fandango's dance partner, and she was also involved in a romantic angle with Dolph Ziggler, Rusev, and Lana in 2015. It is possible that she could return. Now, tonight's NXT Homecoming, it's going to be blockbuster. It's going to be huge. It's going to be off the charts. I mean, you're going to see stars of the past, the present, the future. You're going to see returns. Tonight's NXT Homecoming is going to be like a pay-per-view event. It's going to have that pay-per-view feeling and that pay-per-view aura tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be huge. You definitely got to watch NXT Homecoming tonight. Maybe we'll see Shinsuke Nakamura. Names that have been thrown out there like Samoa Joe and Bobby Roode. Anybody that has ever been in NXT, you could see show up tonight. Make no mistake about that. It is going to be a loaded show. It is going to be jam-packed, and it will be a unforgettable night tonight at NXT Homecoming. But fans, you will be stunned, and there will be bombshells during this very episode of The Brash and the Brazen. We keep you in the know on the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest, and the most definitive. Other news coming in right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Cody Rhodes sued Cody Rhodes in the courtroom. What is going on? The American Nightmare brand is clearly far from over, but could this spell the end of something else for Cody Rhodes? Ladies and gentlemen, the legal fight over the American Nightmare brand is clearly far from over, as it appears that the musician Wellesley has filed a motion to put back the deadline for his lawsuit against WWE, Cody Rhodes, and Fanatics. According to PW Insider, a new motion was filed on September 12th in the ongoing lawsuit against WWE, Cody Rhodes, and Fanatics by Boston area hardcore punk singer Wesley Isel, who claims he owns the rights to the American Nightmare trademark. The case is being handled in the United States Court District of California, Western Division, Los Angeles. He has asked the court to extend the deadline for his response to WWE, Cody Rhodes, and Fanatics' motion to dismiss the case. He is requesting that his response deadline be moved to November 14th. If the court grants his extension, the defendants would then have until December to file their reply. The court would then hear the motion to dismiss on December 19th, and as of now, no decision has been made on the request for the extension. This lawsuit is about a 2021 deal between musician Wesley Isel and wrestler Cody Rhodes. In the deal, Isel let Rhodes use but not register the name The American Nightmare for clothing. This agreement has strict rules. Any merch had to clearly show Rhodes' name, face, or obvious wrestling images, covering at least 75% of the design. Isel says that WWE and Fanatics brought the deal by selling shirts and other merch that don't follow the rules. The lawsuit claims that a lot of the items only say American Nightmare without Cody's name, picture, or big wrestling graphics, or show them so small they barely count. He also says that this has caused confusion among fans, and some of his music fans accidentally buy Cody's merchandise. I don't know about that one. Because of this, he is asking for a jury trial of $900,000 in damages and a court order to stop WWE, Cody Rhodes, from selling any merch that breaks the deal. This is important for Cody Rhodes because his American Nightmare is a big part of his brand in WWE, so the result of this case could have a big impact and big implications on his merchandise and imaging. If the deadlines are approved, the lawsuit could stretch into late 2026, leaving Cody Rhodes, WWE, and fanatics dealing with months of legal uncertainty over one of wrestling's most famous trademarks. Do you think that Wesley has a strong case against WWE, Cody Rhodes, and the fanatics? Should WWE have been more careful in handling the American Nightmare merchandise deal? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Some would say, I've never heard of this American Nightmare band, but I can only imagine that they owe Cody WWE money at this point for all of the Google searches that brought them up when people search for Cody Rhodes. And again, that is a valid point, but again, we're going to see where this whole thing goes. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, we are receiving word at this hour and at this time. Andrade's first remarks are being made online on social media after his termination from WWE, and there is a feeling that he may be done wrestling altogether, but if not, he could return to AEW or CMLL. Also, Ricochet claims WWE didn't try hard enough to keep him before his move to AEW. The opening segment for tonight's episode of NXT revealed, and again, it is the September episode of Homecoming. Andrade calls out MJF after WWE departure amid AEW speculation. The AEW Collision viewership for September the 13th sees a decrease despite the Acclaim's possible reunion. How long Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch's on-screen alliance has been in the works, the storyline, the angle, the formulation of the entire thing. Your thoughts, your comments, and do you like the on-screen airing and the role and the togetherness of Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch? And what did you think about Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch outsmarting AJ Lee and CM Punk last night? Also, Paul Heyman addresses Wrestlepalooza being used as a name under the WWE brand, despite it being an original ECW event. Yes, Wrestlepalooza was originally an ECW pay-per-view. Several names and returns have been confirmed for tonight's NXT, and again, it's going to be star-studded. It is going to be jam-packed from top to bottom. Also, viewers and subscribers, that certainly is not all, because we are receiving word right now, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, you can list issues for pretty much any country, including ours. This is what a former WWE champion on the backlash against WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. Yes, your thoughts, your comments on the backlash, the criticism, and the bedlam that is following the WWE and their announcement of WrestleMania 43 going to Saudi Arabia. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we got some very sad news, very bad news, news that could be traumatizing to the career and the life of the current reigning WWE Women's Champion of the Blue Brand on USA Network of SmackDown, Tiffany Stratton. Ladies and gentlemen, there's rumor and speculation that due to injury, due to a concussion that she suffered, that she sustained against Jade Cargill on SmackDown last week, that Tiffany Stratton has been pulled from all events. She might make, like wrestling, she was supposed to be in wrestling matches, right? She was supposed to compete in the ring. She was supposed to get physical. But as it concerns being physical and wrestling in a ring, she has been pulled from all events as it concerns wrestling. And there's even a fear that due to injury, she may have to relinquish the WWE Women's title. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. Obviously, that would not be a popular maneuver. WWE are going to be planning their next major feud in the company because right now, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, we are receiving word. Again, plans can change, but the WWE are planning a major feud for WWE Raw star where there is actually multiple of this star in the company, in the industry. WWE planning a major feud for El Grande Americano. What the Street Fighter crew thought of Cody Rhodes' work on set. Is Cody Rhodes set for Hollywood following WWE? And there's been a lot of difference of opinions. What do you think about Bayley and her new gimmick? This crazy gimmick where she's hearing voices in her head. It's kind of channeling Randy Orton. What do you think about Bayley's hugger character returning during Raw? But it came with a twist, ladies and gentlemen. It came with a massive twist. And again, Tiffany Stratton's condition revealed after scary moonsault landing during SmackDown. It all boils down to your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that whole entire ordeal. Let's just hope that cooler heads will prevail and things will be good for her at the end of the day. Breaking news on Mercedes Moné and Bayley. Yes, breaking news on Bayley and Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné had the following to say on her NXT match. Mercedes Moné on her NXT TakeOver match with Bayley. We changed the game. And boy, did they. Also, Seth Rollins talks about working with Becky Lynch. Iron sharpens iron. And Eric Young accuses WWE of stealing his idea for another wrestler. Bryan Danielson on violence in the Swerve versus Hangman feud. I never want to see again. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, we're receiving word. John Cena on movie casting. When fans are allowed, someone hears. Title match has been officially confirmed for Wrestlepalooza after delayed contract signing. LA Knight justifies WWE Raw attack on Jey Uso. Now we're even. And with Becky Lynch laying out AJ Lee on Raw, what is her condition? What is her stance? What is being said about her neck injury? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Also, the Young Bucks are being warned by betrayed former ally with mystery note. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that's where we're going to wrap it up. Yeah, I think there's no more to talk about. There's nothing else to bring up at this time. But as we know, we do multiple videos a day. Click that bell, subscribe, turn on all notifications. This is your ultimate destination for the hottest, the latest, the most exclusive, the most in-depth. Nobody gives you as much heart and determination. Should Tiffany Stratton relinquish and surrender the WWE Women's title due to injury and concussion and for her being pulled from multiple events? She was going to be on Raw. She was going to be on tonight's NXT, but it does not seem like it's going to happen. But if she does appear, it will be in a non-wrestling role. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. Subscribe with plenty more to come.